Hawas Ice. I think we have a new king. Now, if you've seen my review of Hawas, which has over 23 million views, I think we can agree that the original is one of the most hyped fragrances, and it's well deserved. But Rasasi turned up with Hawas Ice. So what does it smell like? Right away, this opening is hands down better than the original. Now, you're still gonna get that Hawas backbone, but this is fresher, brighter, and surprisingly sweeter. Now, in Hawas Ice, they dropped the cinnamon and added star anise, which is a type of spice, but it's very subtle because there isn't anything spicy about this fragrance. Now, you still get that aquatic accord that you get in the original, but it is toned down a bit. And I think that's because they wanted to highlight that icy feel that you get with Hawas Ice. Now, it isn't listed in the notes, but there is a subtle minty accord. And I think the star anise plays a part in that, along with the citruses and the other notes. And one of the biggest differences between the two is that with Hawas Ice, you can really feel all the citruses, and they almost come off kind of candy, meaning that they aren't zesty or zingy. They really just come off sweet and not as bright as some of the citruses and other fragrances. Oh yeah, and the plum. That is definitely still in the mix, and it does contribute to the sweetness. Now, as I've mentioned, that minty accord isn't too dominant. It seems like it's only there to give the fragrance that slight, fresh, cooling sensation so that it lives up to the name, Hawas Ice. Performance on Hawas Ice isn't too far behind the original. I'm getting 8 to 9 plus hours with solid projection for the first 2 to 3 hours. And what I've noticed when wearing it, as I moved around throughout the day, I caught so many beautiful uplifting whiffs. And because they brightened it up a little bit, I personally enjoyed the wearing experience on Hawas Ice much better than the original. And that's not to say the original still isn't great. Now, occasions and compliment factor. You can easily pull this off all year round. It should do well in the cooler seasons because of that added sweetness, but it's still fresh enough to wear on the warmer days. Now, as far as occasions, I think you can pull this off in just about any scenario. Now, overall, I like Hawas Ice better than the original. The opening is more pleasant. It takes a lot of what makes the original great and adds to it. So leave a comment below and let me know your thoughts on Hawas Ice. And if you haven't tried it, let me know what you think about the original.